Hey everyone, welcome to another Comedy Spot Live. Thanks for being here. As you probably already know, tonight's show is the Bad Flick Show. So thanks for being here. Hey, I just want to remind everybody before we get started that we have all of our live schedule at satcomedyspot.com/live. You can also go there and make a donation. You know that everything at the Comedy Spot is on pause right now, all of our classes, all of our in-person shows. So if you can help us out, buy a virtual ticket or make a donation, we would appreciate that. Again, that's all at satcomedyspot.com/live. Also, we would love to have your comments all throughout the show. We're able to share them right here. So Robert Best says, hello. Well, thank you. That's cool. It's right there. Also, Jeremy says hello to everyone. And Troy Nelson says, yay, Brian. Thank you. Hi there. Lori, hi, Brian. Nice to see you guys. I'm glad everyone is here. Like I said, comment throughout the show. We'll pop these up. And no matter where you're watching, if it's Periscope or Twitch or Facebook or YouTube, we can share all of your comments right here on the board. Hello, Tim. Tim says hello. That's him right there. There he is. Lori says, I'm adorable. Well, thank you. I need that because I've been eating everything and my face is getting larger by the day. So thank you for saying that. Hey, bro, says Patrick. Let's get on with the show. This is a show produced by Alex Shewmaker. This is the Bad Flick Show. So please welcome right now. It's Alex Shewmaker. Here he is.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Brian. Yes, this is the Bad Flick Show where I bring the worst clips from the worst movies and subject my friends to to watch them. Tonight I'm super excited. We have a really fun show, a lot of bad clips. I want to introduce our guest, our first guest, very funny woman from the Comedy Spot, performs regularly on Herald Night. Amy Nelson, how you doing?
Hi, good. Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And our second guest, very excited about. He's the host of the podcast, The Art of Wrestling, and is currently signed to All Elite Wrestling. Mr. Colt Cabana, how are you doing?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. I noticed that Brian said we are live on Periscope. I didn't know Periscope is still a thing. So
it's a thing. Cool. It's a thing. It's basically Twitter's version of like Facebook Live is what it is.
I know what it is. I just didn't know it was still a thing.
Colt, we are trying to do anything we can to make people watch our shit. So you got to go old school every once in a while.
Yeah, we got one viewer there, and he's very dedicated. So we have to add him in.
Just one person all the time.
It's worth it.
All right, perfect. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and get started with our first clip. This one comes. Just a classic 80s bad movie, action on the beach. Here's a clip from the movie Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
I saw this already, and it's so bad. Here we go.
Hey, Colleen, who's that turkey with you?
He's just a thrower.
Sorry, Buster. We ain't allowed here. Take off.
Hey, lighten up. We're just throwing.
Oh, yeah? Let's see you throw one. How about you getting lost?
What do you mean?
I mean it. Move out.
Oh, shit.
Now.
It's going down.
Hey, Colleen. Got a great ass.
So do you, Pilgrim.
You don't look so hot to me. Oh, yeah? See if you can catch this. Hey. Yeah, let's have it. This is for the Molokai cops.
This is so bad.
Wow.
Just, yeah, death by frisbee. You never want to go out that way. Colt Cabana, any thoughts? Anything you're taking from this?
So much I took away from this. First of all, can we agree that was the bad guy from Karate Kid right away?
For sure.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was before the Cobra Kai started, and maybe that's... or actually, we saw his death, so that was obviously the end of the Cobra Kai. I did notice that he had the original Bluetooth on, which was interesting. But what I took away from this was, right away, I feel that I don't understand, and maybe we could talk about this. Was the blonde guy the bad guy, but then he was playing... I want to know what frisbee symbolizes is what I really want to know.
The fun part of these clips is the lack of context.
Right. So it seems like he was a good person. But like he started with an Uzi, so you're like, that's the bad guy. But then
exactly, red flag.
Like, he seemed like a good person, and I didn't want him to die. And so now, not only do I think the brunette is the asshole who I think is supposed to be the superhero because he treats women like shit. And he made her go fetch a fucking frisbee, and now he's murdering this man who all he wanted to do. Sure, he held an Uzi, but all he wanted to do was play frisbee with a man on a beach. I just feel I just don't like how the hero is portrayed here, and I would have done things differently.
Right.
Absolutely. Amy, what are your thoughts? Did this man deserve to die?
Without the context, I can't really answer that. And
Sure.
he was willing to play Frisbee with an Uzi. And that's, that does say something about his character, like my cohort was saying. I do hope, though, that the brunette was not that lady's ride, because he told her to bug off. So, how's she getting home from all this murder scene, right? I also noticed that her bathing suit matched the first Frisbee, and also, why didn't the dude notice that the Frisbee changed color? Isn't that automatically suspicious? And if you catch it like this, how does it then hit your neck? Right? You already got it. You got it.
And was the gun underneath the Frisbee, and then you had to catch it in such a way where you would also hit the trigger and shoot yourself in the face? Is that what happened?
I saw a gun first in his little toe, but then it was a Frisbee with a sharp blade, and then it sliced the guy. So
I think that Frisbee honestly would do great on Shark Tank for a way to shave yourself while doing sport. It didn't seem like a thing that could kill you, I'll be honest.
Right. All right, let's go to the comments. Let's see what people have to say. Let's see. Jess says she has to watch this whole movie ASAP. Let's see.
Wait, is the movie called ASAP?
No, what's it called?
Hard Ticket to Hawaii.
Oh, I saw that up here, yeah. I think, I know Mike someplace in the comments was like, this is the stuff of legends. So, let's see. Oh, Tina was like, yeah, it was razor blades. I didn't see the razor blades. I just saw the gun, so I assumed that he had crammed the gun up into the and then he caught it and shot himself instead of. I don't know.
No, you're an idiot. It was
okay.
That wasn't hard to take away. Everything was hard to take away. We all understood it was razor blades.
I did not know it was razor blades at all.
If you would have said it was a tambourine, I would have accepted that.
He didn't grab it and do like this and then
I like the idea. Oh, it's just a musical instrument. Oh no.
Oh, you're dead. Let's see. My takeaway is the correct response to compliments is "You too, Pilgrim." Nicely done. Yeah, Jess, that was a
Thanksgiving movie, actually.
Yeah. It was so weird. Let's see. Nope. I think that's it. Everyone else is just talking to each other in the comments. You know how that goes. All right.
The only other thing I was going to say is that this looked like the Saved by the Bell, B team, maybe C team.
Sure.
Yeah. They were trying though.
I have a question. He mentioned something about the Muay Thai Cup. Did you catch that?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't catch that.
At the very end, he's like, "This is for the Muay Thai Cup."
Oh, that's right. Right before he throws it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And in my head, it's kind of like, the Kumite was for the blood sport. Maybe the Muay Thai Cup is the Frisbee Golf Championships, and that's what this whole movie is about. I don't know.
Why was he on the beach? Why was he on the beach with an Uzi in the first place is what I want to know.
I mean, even his outfit, it was all out of place.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense.
Well, I've never been to Hawaii, but is that normal? I don't know if that's they don't have these.
Maybe Hawaii is an open carry state. We don't know.
We don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see. You want to go to clip number 2 here?
Yes. So the next clip is what I think one of the baddest cops I've ever seen. And his name is Hawk Jones.
Wait. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. We have to stop for just a second. We have clarification on what the hell was going on. So,
okay, great.
Okay, here we go. Tina says, okay. Tina says it was Makaliki Cop.
Oh, that's a city in Hawaii.
So it was revenge for the cops is what she's saying.
See, that's what she heard.
Yeah, maybe that's just her interpretation. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Patrick says you have to watch the movie. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll have context. Yeah. Thanks, Patrick, for that insight. Okay, are you ready? Go ahead and set up number 2 again. My apologies.
So, again, the baddest cop I have ever seen. This is from the movie Hawk Jones.
Hawk Jones. All right, here we go.
Let me give you a free tip, copper. Get out while you still got a chance. Remember, I'm a respectable guy in this town. Everyone likes me. So who's gonna believe a third-rate flat foot like you? You're late with your rent again. I'll have it for you in about a week. I don't see where you've made a whole lot of progress since you've been in town, bud. You stay away from him. You hear? He's clean. As of for today, you have a partner. No, that's out of the question. I work alone. You can't just walk out now. You started, now finish it. You don't get it, do ya? I play solitaire, baby.
Whew. Hawk Jones, baby. It was one of the very few movies where it was an all-child cast, no adults in Hawk Jones.
What year was that?
It was like 87, 88.
I wonder if you've had more loss since then.
Maybe. It just should be. There should be.
I think Tim summed it up. What we're all feeling is like, what the hell did I just watch? It's like, yeah, what is this?
I would absolutely watch that entire movie. Like, what, we're going to shit all over the acting? They're children. They're little children in great costumes, you know, authentic sets. That probably worth it. With only Camaros in the parking lot.
Somebody said, like, oh my goodness, so adorable. That was before the kids started shooting people with the gun in the parking lot. So
they're just playing.
They're just playing.
Yeah. Absolutely. Amy, what do you think? Do you think we are ready for an all-child police force?
100%. We gotta let those laws be a little more lax, though. I mean, they, you know, they can only work so many hours. You gotta feed them, let them go to the bathroom. Like, it's ridiculous. So once we lift that stuff, then we should absolutely have all children cast. I mean, that was pretty adorable. The scowl on the first kid, like, that was so good.
So intense.
Yeah.
Colt Cabana, what do you think?
Yeah. First of all, that's crazy how that was not like a Funny or Die sketch. That was an actual movie.
I know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a real movie? Like, played? Is that real?
That's real. That's real.
Okay, so the one thing I took away from that, which I thought was kind of funny, which obviously the whole thing is very funny, is they showed the little kids shooting guns with gun sounds. And then that last montage was him with like a play school bow and arrow. I feel it really like you had actual guns shooting, and then he had a. I thought that was very odd.
I think they ran out of their budget. You know, halfway through the movie, they're like, "All right, well, what do you got, kids?" And bring the bow and arrow in.
It didn't seem much like a threat after they tried to murder people with a gun.
But the fake mustaches, it's so cute.
Well, here's the thing. I watch a lot of First Amendment audits on YouTube. I don't know if anybody else is into that. And I just wonder if the world of First Amendment audits and auditors, who are the people that just go around watching the cops with cameras, busting them on not doing their rules correctly, if that world met these kid cops world, I think that's a world I would really like to see. I really thought I liked watching those people on YouTube, but now if we mix the worlds together, I think that's big business.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's really good.
I confirm there's not a Hawk Jones 2. Maybe that's where we explore.
And do we know if any of these kids ever became famous actors? I mean, I know they're famous in this movie. Obviously, they're
sure. Yeah. They're huge.
No, yeah, I looked at the IMDb page. Nothing rings a bell. In fact, I don't think they don't even have displayed pictures for most of the cast. So
I love all the comments that people are like. Somebody said, "Were gun laws relaxed back then?" Yeah, it seems like it. Jess says, "Oh, it seems like fun for the whole family." Jeremy says those Rambo grenade arrows were pretty boss though. Brody says that this was the prequel to Hudson Hawk. Another gem of a shit-ass movie. Yep, that's it. Good comments. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we appreciate those.
Or it could be Alex Jones's son.
This is what we do. We got to get the kids with the guns. Yeah.
Get them early. Oh, that's great.
We've also noticed that Brian, who's been, or Alex, who's been picking these? Alex.
That's me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're 2 for 2 on unnecessary guns and clips. So I don't know if you're trying to say something to us as the world comes to an end here, but
we are sponsored by the NRA. I should have mentioned that in the beginning. That's on me.
Yeah, if they
Brian,
could
go ahead and put the logo up. And,
I'm gonna find it. As long as they send us a check, I don't give a shit.
And what you didn't know is that all your donations is actually a cover-up. The money does go straight to the NRA.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. All right.
Everyone has to do business.
Are you ready for the third clip?
Yeah, absolutely. I was realizing that in pulling this next clip, there's always like a show that we've done so far where it's like a weird animal that's bigger than it should be. And this clip keeps that streak alive. So enjoy this animal doing weird things. It's a clip from Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
Comes to Frogtown.
Classic.
All right, here we go.
Whoa.
Bull. Who brought this here?
I did. What's it to you?
Where are you from, stranger?
Nowhere nice.
Got a name?
Hell. Sam Hell.
Never heard of you. She yours?
Bartered to Leroy.
Private barter.
Well, yes, Bull.
Shut your hole!
What?
No private barters allowed in Frogtown. Toby's law. Leroy knows that.
Looks like your deal just got cancelled. How about it, boys?
Auction? I start the bidding at 5 lilies. Well, the bid stands at 5. I bid 5.
It ain't good enough.
Not again. I said it was high bid 5, flat lips. Leroy, you're shut down till Tony says otherwise. Everybody, back to work.
What the hell, man?
It's Hell Comes to Frogtown. It's I enjoy the main frog. Like everyone's like, this guy sucks. Like, come on.
Troy Nelson wins the game today. He says Jabba and Leia light right off the bat. So, oh my God. So this was a movie that was made too. This wasn't like made for TV. Like, did it hit theaters?
Well, listen, as someone who's obsessed with professional wrestling and has been doing it for a living for 21 years, I obviously watched this movie because Roddy Piper is the star of it. And when I watched it as a kid, not once did I ever think that it was a bad movie. And now it's breaking my heart that you're telling me it's in this genre of bad movies. Honestly, it's breaking my heart.
It's not a They Live. It's a different film, you know.
I wonder if like it was pitched to Roddy Piper because he was a star. I want to know if it was pitched to him like he was like, yeah, this sounds great. I'm gonna become a huge star from this.
Right. He probably thought there was gonna be like great CGI and like, oh, it'll be like a Star Wars flick. And then he saw it afterwards. He's like, shit, look what I got roped into.
Yeah. I was really hoping for more frog puns. You know, when he was like pulling over the lasso, like I was hoping like it was like his tongue, you know, because he's a frog. They have long tongues. They get flies. I don't know.
Oh, Amy, feel free to make your own frog puns. Go on.
Yeah. No, I know.
He's like, we'll wait. Go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, and also, like, so the frogs are super moist looking, but the people weren't super moist looking. Just talking about realism, you know, it's like, how aquatic of an environment was it? What was the humidity? How is everyone surviving in the same world? It's mind blowing, really.
Right. Continuity. You needed
and
a continuity person on set the whole time. So.
In that world, I liked how at the very end of that clip, the frog said, "Let's get back to work." I love thinking that, like, these people have jobs and a union and an economy.
An HR person.
Yeah.
Company email.
They just go over and they click the little clock, you know, they put their card in.
One more thing I noticed during the clip that I thought was interesting was I thought it was really cool how the frogs had this really loud, like, mouth breathing. Then I realized it was just Brian on the microphone.
The snorts are usually me. I'm always like, the whole time I'm watching these things.
It's a very surround sound that we bring each show.
I'm just trying to fill out what they should have put into that movie in the first place. So let's see. Everyone was going crazy when they identified that it was Rowdy Piper right off the bat. Everyone got excited. Everyone's like, Piper! And then somebody said, Luke, I am your father. Let me see. Flat lips seem like a weird insult from a frog. Yeah, it does. It does.
Flat lips do not sink ships. That's for sure.
Somebody just said, wow. Yep, that's how we feel about all these today. Let's see. Oh, this is good. Here's your pun. The actor's performance was riveting. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right. That's it. You ready for clip 4?
Yeah. And with this next clip, I'm introducing a new thing where since I started the show, friends have been submitting clips and stuff like that. Like, oh, you should use this. So I do want to incorporate like one clip that is a fan selected clip. So this next clip comes from Cameron Ramirez. He nailed it. It's just a great clip from a sequel that I don't think a lot of people have seen. That's Blues Brothers 2000.
All right, here it is.
I've seen it.
Have you seen this for real?
I mean, I don't remember any of it, but I've seen it.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, here it is. Here's the clip.
This is my calling. The calling of the blood. Elwood, look.
Don't look back.
Look out!
comedy.
Did we get it?
That's so bad.
Yeah, so bad.
That's what they teach you at the comedy spot.
Right, yeah. We just keep throwing cars at things. It's perfect. It's in the curriculum.
We learned that in Improv 101. For sure.
Right. My favorite comment so far, I'm sorry to interrupt you, is just Ruben. He goes, "I don't see a problem here." Well played.
So great. Colt Cabana, do you think we'll ever have a scene like this after the government initiative for the Cash for Clunkers? Do you think that now we don't have those cars to do a type of scene like this?
Oh, that's your thought. Like you're thinking they did something like for charity there.
Sure. We got Cars for Kids type thing. This is what they do with the cars.
Oh, and then the Blues Brothers obviously could have sang that song, which would have been perfect. We all know that phone number so well because it would have been better. Yeah, I think you make a good point. I also thought, just making some points, just as I'm watching, I thought it was very convenient that they had the car chase at the ramp construction where they made only ramps. Right. So then everyone flew. And then I don't know. Here's what I thought was kind of funny was the very first jump, obvious, like where the police car with Goodman and Belushi or whatever, it said it landed. But if you watch it, it obviously was about to eat total shit. And I like how they clipped to it not eating shit. And then I was like, oh, man, that would have been crazy. Like they had one jump, one opportunity, and that car probably ate shit. And I was like, the budget was probably small. And then 95 other cars, like they obviously didn't give a fuck. Like they probably did that. They probably did that like 20 times, and that was the best take. Like the car was barely almost eating shit.
Right. Yeah,
absolutely.
They had so much money. It was the shittiest movie ever. But how much did they spend on just all those cars in one scene? Like they blew the entire budget just on cars.
Right, and that's why there was only 95 House of Blues opened by Jim Belushi, and there wasn't. He couldn't do 1,000 like they wanted.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut out House of Blues Bakersfield for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I cut to Amy. I cut to Amy because I thought you were going to go to her, and then she was just hanging out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What do you think? Can we get that car supply for Blues Brothers 2020? Is that in the cards?
I do think that there probably are enough lots out there to where we could manage a scene like that. But what I almost wonder what they did is if, like, how at the grocery store you think it's this giant pile of apples, but really you pick up a couple apples and then it's like cardboard. Like, I almost wonder if they just filmed these cars shooting over this ramp over and over and over, and then, the same car, and then made it look like this giant pile by, compiling all the footage. That's kind of what I think happened. So I don't think they blew their budget as much as they could have.
Interesting.
You know what? I did see all those apples underneath.
What's that?
Okay.
Joke didn't land. We'll move on.
I see.
I don't think they had that much forethought to try and, I don't think there was a lot of thought put into any of this film. It was just like, because they had all the bits in the car where they're like, don't look, and they're like, and stuff like that. It was terrible.
Also, as a man who's from Chicago, lives in Chicago, has a lot of pride for Chicago, that one hurt a lot.
Yeah. It's hard to take. Yeah, it was tough. That's cool. All right, you guys ready for the last clip here?
Do it.
All right.
All right. Perfect. Bad movies, bad fight scenes. They're one and the same here. I think some of the moves you see here, it's not something that you would pick up in your normal like martial arts school, So maybe something to take away there. So we can show the clip from the movie Undefeatable.
Undefeatable. Here we are.
keep an eye out for you, Stingray.
Yeah. See ya.
Oh my god.
Not as good. Not as good.
Yeah.
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 She got the first line perfect, and I was like, well, I gotta get something else in there.
Yeah.
I guess I never knew, but Kathy Griffin's early work was pretty good.
She should have stuck with fight movies, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where she got the idea of ripping Trump's head off. Was that movie?
Was that movie right there? Yeah.
I got it. I've worked in the production of these violent movies. The head looked pretty accurate.
What did he stick his eye on? I didn't see what he stuck his eye on.
Yeah, it was like a giant hook type thing, and then it was connected to whatever.
That'll do
I
it.
didn't understand the first time he ran into the wall what happened to his eye, because it's like he took all those face kicks or kicks to the face, and yet he can't like run into a wall. Like
just dodge over a little bit.
Somebody's comment on Facebook is pretty funny. Jeff says, "I bet you didn't see that coming." Well done. That was great.
Those guys looked so much alike. Like it looked like one was the before and after for growing a mullet.
They did, and they glistened. They glistened as they fought. They were definitely all oiled up right before that.
And they both look like accountants and dentists too.
Yeah, they've never actually been in a fight before. That was their first glistening fight.
Well, I want to disagree, because as someone who's basically a fight choreographer for a living,
yeah,
I thought that choreography and fight scene was pretty great.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Yeah. No, to be honest, it wasn't bad. The fight was fine. It just they just looked like they shouldn't be fighting. Does that make sense? Like they look like they look like two accountants, and then they stripped off their shirt and they just happens to be hella ripped and glistening, and then they beat the shit out of each other.
And I feel the director was like, the key to a fight scene is yelling as loud as you can after everything.
Right. Yeah.
It lets you know how much passion they're putting into it, you know?
Right.
Passion project.
Right.
Yeah, they look like they could have talked it out if they really wanted to. I mean, they did not have to get to that extreme.
Alex, what was the name of this movie again?
It was Undefeatable.
Right. So, I mean, I guess maybe when I saw this in the theater, I got there late. Where was when Mark Wahlberg joins the Eagles? When does that happen?
That's that part two. After the intermission.
Yeah, I think you're thinking about two different films. Two different films. Abby had a great comment too. She just did all the sounds, so she's like, "Rah! Rah! Yeah!" That's nicely done. I appreciate that. Let's see, what else do people have on here? Oh, by the way, we kind of lost all the feed to all the comments for a long time. So Dana was just asking, like, do they really have the budget for the car thing in the last clip? Let's see. Ripping off your opponent's shirt. I don't remember that move in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's pretty great. That's right.
I think I'll incorporate that into my fights.
Right. Hey, Alex, do you have a bonus clip for us today? Do you have one more?
Yeah. There should be one more.
Okay, yeah, I've got it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll let's throw that one on. I mean, this last clip. It's really just different ways to feed your pets, and in different types of protein shakes that you can make at home. Hopefully, people watching can get that. Get those ideas for new beverages to try before working out.
All right, what's this movie?
Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I'll look it up.
Okay, I'll play it. Who needs a name anyway when they're this bad? So here we go. Right?
Yep, Brian Bosworth did.
Stone Cold?
Yeah, that's it.
Soup's on, my man.
Oh,
what's up?
Got
You hungry? Listen up, man. You're gonna have to eat your grub if you want to be a stud. Yeah, that's easy for you to say. Go away. Why don't they ever listen? Eat your food.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Oh, I know the title of the movie.
Stone Cold, right?
It was called The Iguana King.
Iguana King. Yeah. Yeah, that was the initial name for the movie that came out.
Didn't test well on the
No.
ratings.
Yeah.
Let's see. Go ahead, Alex. I'm going to queue up some comments for you.
Colt, I was going to ask you, have you ever thought of bringing a lizard out to the ring? I mean, I know Jake had a snake, and the Bulldogs had the bulldog.
Well, actually, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at one time did have an iguana, and he had a lizard, so I wouldn't be the first, so no. But I did think about making a side hustle and making those kind of shakes at the concession stand during a wrestling show, because I feel if Jamba Juice made that, they could charge upwards to $25.
Right.
So I think there could be good money in that.
Absolutely, you just throw in an energy boost or immunity boost, and it's perfect.
Abby agrees with you. She said Jamba Juice in quarantine.
There you go.
Yeah, see? That'll work.
Yeah. And they do have a secret menu.
Oh, that's
It might be on there. I don't know.
Yeah. I like when people realized it was for the iguana. They're like, oh, dang, it's for the dragon. They did get us.
I mean, 2 Snickers, does the iguana really need that? I think he would get a lot more utility, have a lot more fun with it.
Yeah,
I noticed that too. 2 Snickers is a lot of Snickers for anything.
Yeah, that's a lot of calories for a dragon, right? Like, no?
Right. Well, it could be one of those things where it wasn't a dragon, but it was his buddy who he doesn't act right when he's hungry. So throw in 1 Snicker, get another Snicker just to make sure.
Can we ask the real question that I think everyone's wondering?
Yeah.
You think he's fucking that iguana or no?
I didn't think to wonder that, but now
I thought I was the only one that was asking that question. So, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, don't cut the clip. Don't cut the clip.
I was waiting for him to kiss the dragon, just a little, and he didn't kiss it. So I didn't. Maybe it's just lust, not love. I don't know.
Did you think the dragon would then turn into a beautiful other meathead football player?
I mean, anything's possible.
I was thinking the whole time, man, I would really like to fuck that dragon. So, let's see what.
Did you already have a position picked out and everything?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he would have to be on top.
Dragon style. Or reverse dragon style if you're nasty.
Whoa. I like my missionary dragon. Let's see. Somebody said iguana with benefits.
Oh yeah.
The dragon was feeling a little bitchy. Oh, Patrick. 2 Snickers really satisfies. Yeah. Oh yeah. So Tim Crump wants to know from you, Colt. What would you call that drink?
Oh, be funny.
Yeah. No. Hey, Tim Crump, what would you call the fucking drink?
Yeah. Yeah. While you're at it, think of a frog pun. You
Yeah. We need shit for the other clips too. God damn it. You'd be, oh my God, Nicole says, you'd be dragon ass the next day. Well played. Aren't you glad I put chips in it? Oh my God. Jesus. Yeah, because he did put 2 chips in it at the end, right?
I put
there
a
was
bunch
like
of them.
a pile, I thought, on top.
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
I want to know why he cracked the eggs and then put the shell in. Why don't we just put the whole thing in?
Put the whole egg in, yeah.
And just help with the digestive system of the lizard there.
Blended. It's ridiculous.
I think we should all be nice, though, because Ruben said that I used to love this movie when I was 12.
And also let it be known that Ruben is currently 12.
Yeah.
We got a young audience watching these.
I think he would agree with you.
Taste change, Ruben.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would agree with you. All right, that's all the comments that I have up here and everything. I think we're good. I think that's a show.
Yeah. But before we go, I always like to ask the guest, after watching these clips, what did you learn? Is there something that you're gonna take away from it? Amy, you go first. What did you learn from these wonderful bad clips?
I need to be ready with frog puns or any animal puns that need to be said. I'd need to have them on the ready. Also, I'm not going to bring my Uzi to the beach, I don't think. And let's see what else. Always have a backup car.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What I learned.
Or 500.
Or 95 cars.
Yeah.
Colt Cabana, what do you think? What's gonna stay with you?
I learned a real lesson today, and that is that apparently Hell Goes to Frogtown is a bad movie. And I'm not lying. I own it in the other room.
Nice.
So when Netflix used to send you the DVDs, I would get the DVDs and then I would burn it and then I would make my own art and then I would keep it. So I still have Hell Comes to Frogtown.
Ooh,
that is hilarious. I'm sorry if we ruined that movie for you. I feel kind of bad about it.
You didn't ruin the movie for me. The idea that it's considered a bad movie really lays heavy on my heart.
Right.
You'll have to learn how to deal with the weight.
Yeah, I'm going to need some therapy.
Saba says that she learned that fighting is great for your skin. So that's a good takeaway. Tina Jet says life hack on the skin stuff. Let's see. Jess says great show. Thanks, we appreciate that. Well, yeah. Tim Crump says great show, Alex. I look forward to this every week. And Colt Cabana, you're like our biggest guest we've had on the show so far, man. That's pretty fucking badass. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, thank you. Can I plug something?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes, go for it.
I made a documentary. I made a bunch of documentaries, but one's about comedy in wrestling because I'm a comedy wrestler.
Yeah.
Let's not show Alex.
Sorry.
Let's show the real.
Colt, I am a one-man band here. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm gonna cut to you right now. Go ahead. All right.
So, if you're bored in the quarantine and you want to watch, why and how, and some of my friends when we do wrestling, why we make it comedic and where the comedy comes in wrestling, if that's something that interests you, if you go to coltmerch.com, you could buy a digital or a physical copy. The digital would be cool to watch while you're in quarantine. I'm really proud of it. And I hope I made you a fan if you didn't know who I was before.
Yeah, man, that's hella cool. You know what I'll do is I'll make sure I put that when we update the video. I'll put the link in the description so people can go check it out from there too. So
cool.
Yeah, cool. That's hey, great job. That was awesome, you guys. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and you guys hang out for a second. Hold on to that. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching. Remind you to look at our schedule, satcomedyspot.com/live. Donate if you can. Wash your hands. Stay safe. All that jazz. And come back. We're here almost every single night except for Sundays at 6 p.m. Sometimes we have 2 shows. We have shows coming up like Comedy Spot Squares, like the old Hollywood Squares. That's coming up on Saturday. We're going to have Friday night beer pong. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yes, beer pong. Couples in quarantine playing beer pong, and there's a beer pong camera. So, you can't go wrong with that. We're bringing out all the technology is what we're telling you. So Thank you guys for watching, and of course, thank you guys for doing the show today. That was really cool.
Absolutely, and a big thank you, Colt Cabana, for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. All right, well, bye everybody. Have a good day. Thank you very much. See you later on.